This is what they don't understand. It's very calculated behavior when they won't help you or won't financially support your kids. It's more about hurting the mom than anything else. My baby daddy is my biggest up. He really wanted me to struggle. Now I got 2 cars, 2 degrees, and a bomb remote job, educated, natural, and black. My ex-husband told me no one would want me because we have 2 kids. Then he married someone with 5 kids and became her 5th baby daddy and gave her 2 more kids. Interesting. My baby daddy decided to get another girl pregnant who comes with 2 kids from different guys. He wanted to be baby daddy number 3 so bad. My ex said that hurting the kids financially is the only way he could hurt me, and that was his goal, to hurt his kids because it would hurt me.
So one thing I've come to understand is that the messiest woman is a man, and a lot of these men are the new mean girls. Passive aggressive, jealous, cliquish, gossipy, backbiting, just very mean girl behavior. And it keeps popping up in different interactions, interviews, and scenarios. And I'm thinking to myself, is nobody else clocking it? Like, these men are so damn messy and emotional. The very first thing that pops into my mind when I think of messy and mean girl is the whole thing surrounding how Sierra gave her son Future her husband's last name. And these men have so many opinions about this woman's child and why she is undeserving and why she shouldn't have done this and why she shouldn't have done that. When you are not even in her category, you have an opinion about something that doesn't even concern you. It's a problem you will never have. And y'all stay like defending Future. Future is a Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all quick to talk about, oh, girls be having kids by the wrong man, and y'all just love these Pookie and Ray Rays. Let me tell you what Pookie and Ray Ray is. Yo, Future is a Pookie and Ray Ray, right? Let's talk about Nick Cannon. He's a Pookie and Ray Ray. There are so many men who are Pookie and Ray Rays, but y'all don't see them that way because they have money, right? I also think about DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God. Sometimes they can be very mean girl, very cliquish, very passive aggressive. And they say things like underhandedly, trying to be slick. And if you're a woman, you will clock it. But I think if you're not paying attention, you'll think that they're just trying to generally ask a question. No, they're being disrespectful, very cliquish and very mean girl. The next one I think of is the whole Ginger J thing, when the guy was saying he didn't date black girls. And I'm thinking to myself, thank God, because sir, you've been in jail for 11 years. We don't want you. Go that way. Take your correctional officer probation having, go that way, go that way, go away. And trying to put somebody in their place, sir. A CO has put you in your place for 11 years. A judge put you in your place for 11 years. Sir, you have bigger fish to fry. But when I say mean girl behavior, the guys behind him were laughing as if they weren't black, as if they didn't come out of a black vagina, as if their mama wasn't black and their sisters weren't black. When I say mean girl, a lot of these men are cliquish and messy as hell.
So you're taking the baby stuff?
Yeah, it's mine.
No, it's the baby's.
No, my parents gave it to me.
So where are you moving it to?
Parents?
To your parents? It's going to fit in your car?
Yeah, get the truck tomorrow.
So you're going to leave it outside?
Not yours?
It's the baby's. You're right. It's not mine. It's the baby's.
Yeah, but you said I'm not in your life no more?
Yeah, you made that choice.
No, that's what you're saying.
That's what you did.
So you're making that choice.
You made that choice.
There is this troubling pattern that plays out in many broken relationships, especially the baby mama, baby daddy type of relationships. Some men withdraw their support the moment the intimacy with the woman ends. As long as they have access to the woman's body, they present themselves as involved fathers. But in a situation where the woman or the women involved sets boundaries, prevents their baby daddies from having access to them, their bodies, the support they gave disappears. Their warmth towards their children also disappears. With men that behave this way, it shows that their fatherhood was never rooted in unconditional care, but in control and access.
Cool. Can you ask this question again?
Why do baby dads pick and choose what kids they want to raise?
Women are fucking delusional. You do know when you break up with that nigga, so does the kid. Like, y'all understand that, right? He doesn't owe you nothing. That man don't owe you shit. He don't owe the kid nothing. He don't owe you. He's in a relationship with both of y'all. If you and that man break up, that man and that kid break up. Because if he goes and finds another family, his loyalty is to them. To the family he has, not the broken family he helped create, to the family he's trying to maintain. So I get it. I do get it. I understand. I swear to God I do. People get upset because it's like, if you have kids over there and kids over here, why are you treating these kids over here better than the kids over there? So are you overall a bad dad?
Yes.
Nah. You
Yes,
a bad dad.
no,
it's
because
about perspective, bro. Hey, Quay, it's about perspective.
First of all, most of the time when these baby daddies are being complained about, they're not even with anybody. They're not with any of their baby mothers. So nice try by saying they're trying to build a new family.
Men treat their kids based off how they feel about the mother. If they don't like the mother, they're going to make co-parenting hard. If they don't like the mother, they're going to give the least amount of help as possible. If they don't like the mother, they'll just go start another family with another woman up the street or leave the state. They'll help another woman take care of her kids before he takes care of his own because he does not like that kid's mother. So yes, men do tend to treat their kids based off how they feel about the mother. The amount of men that actually feel as though co-parenting and being an active father is a blessing to a single mother is crazy. They feel as though a lot of them should be grateful that they are even there. They should be happy with the little 25 funky ass dollars that they give every other week. A lot of them really believe that them being involved in the child's life is their choice. They want to come and go as they please. And if they can't get anything out of you as far as entertainment half the time, especially when your relationship was based mostly on the physical and you take that away from a man, yeah, they tend to be petty and take their resources, their time, their effort away, and they go put that into another woman, build another family. That is what these men do, and they lie. And so to see this woman actually get her black behind on this platform and say that men do not believe in the children, that they just believe in y'all, and that y'all be trying to keep the kids away from these men is actually laughable. The amount of women that wish that they baby daddies would just come pick up their kid without trying to flirt with them or get a little bit of attention out of them would actually surprise you. These men lie. And then blaming women for why they are single mothers is hilarious. When we know that men like to lie and gaslight, they will tell you that they love you, they want to marry you, they want a family, they want you to keep the baby. And then a couple months into the pregnancy, they change their mind. Right after dropping the baby, they change their mind. Men change their mind. They honestly feel as though them being an active father half the time is a privilege. They don't feel like it's something that they have to do or supposed to do. Because if they did, we would have a lot more active fucking fathers out here than men that sit around and bash single mothers and women with no kids who do the same.
Make this make sense, because I don't fucking get it. I don't know how men out there, baby daddies, can play dad with other kids that are not their kids, but yet with their own kids, they don't even want to pay child support money. They don't want to attend sports. They don't want to be part of their life. They don't want to help out buying shoes or extra clothes. They say child support money is enough money. But yet, they get with another woman with kids and they want to play super dad right there. Right there, they're super dad. They be buying the other kids clothes, taking them out to the park, taking them out to play sports, being super dad. Yet for their own kids, they can't even show up. They can't do the bare minimum. Child support money, extra money, a little help for the baby mama, for being a full-time mom, being responsible, taking care of the kids, your own blood. Make it make sense, but for other kids, they fucking move mountains.
What's something you stopped doing that made you feel better?
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I stopped paying child support. It was the greatest decision I ever made. You get your paycheck, what you thought you was coming home to a little $500-$600 is $193. What you like? Where is this money going to? And then the bitch is still calling my phone talking about, can you get this? What the fuck? what are we doing? To me, like, no one was thinking about how I was feeling in the situation. So, I quit my job. I moved back in with my mom because she's the only one that really, understands me. I've been doing my little 1-2, serving the community how I get it, and I feel like I've been doing better for myself this way. I see my son when I can, and I do for him when I feel necessary. I've been doing so much. They had me on child support for 3 whole months. Literally just going to work to take care of the little, and I know that's light, but it's like, what about me? You feel me? What about me? No one ever thinks about me. Like, I'm stressed. I feel like when my son get a little bit older and he understands that, dad, he talks to me on a different level, like he can understand, like we can have a conversation, and he's gonna realize one day, he's eventually gonna realize, like, yo, this is why my father left. Because this stupid
you should be in your kid's life.
And that's what I'm saying. But why do I feel like it's a price tag coming with it? Like, if I can only do this, then I get to see more.
Bro, you know what? Fuck it, keep doing you, bro. Come on, man. You know what's
Psychologists describe all these traits these men exhibit as a form of coercive control, them using their children as a leverage to maintain power over women. Instead of these men to separate their role as a father from their failed relationship, they'd rather use that opportunity to punish their women, their ex. They treat parenting as negotiation. You can't negotiate parenting because you bore the child. You decided to have sex to have that child. You can't negotiate that. You're a parent, you're a parent. So in their head, if they withdraw love, resources towards their children, in turn, they will be punishing their ex. In reality, it is not the children those men are rejecting, but the loss of power they once had.
Y'all want to know why y'all baby daddy don't take care of his kids? Because if he take care of his kids, that means he helping you out. And he don't want to help you out because he want to see you fail. And he know that if he go get his child, he knows that you're going to be able to go out and have a life. And he don't want you to have a life. Because you having a life and you being able to do what you want to do, it makes him angry and it makes him mad. And he loves to put you down. He loves to see you sad. Seeing you happy will really ruin his day. So therefore, he's going to make that child suffer because he knows that you're going to suffer. You ever asked your baby daddy to watch your kids because you need to go to work? He don't want you to have any money. Why you think he don't give you no child support money? He just wants you to be broke. Just like him. It's like if he helps out with his biological kids, they're going to be taken away from the other kids that's not his that he's taken away from. And y'all know he can't take away from that other girl's kids, even though those kids is not his. Because we all know that baby daddies, they put their girlfriends and their kids before their own kids. But the main thing y'all gotta understand is that some of these baby daddies that have these kids, they don't really want the kids. They just needed a reason to be able to have some type of connection with you. The crazy thing is, it's a lot of men out there that actually hate you. They really don't care about you. Seeing you suffer is the happiest moments of their life. Y'all gotta understand that a lot of these men out here, they're sick. Some of them genuinely do not like women. A lot of them genuinely like to see women suffer. That's why a lot of them don't take accountability. That's why a lot of them put everything off on you. Because they know at the end of the day, us as women, we're always going to get things done no matter what.
The real issue that men have against child support, and it's not even the amount, because let's just face it, even if it was $40, they would still have a problem. But the main issue that they have is just the fact that the child's mother has access to the money. That's it. And they cannot control what she does with the money. That's it. That's all.
That describes why men are upset about child support.
Y'all go watch this young lady's original video. The primary reason why men are upset about child support is because they don't want to give money to a woman that they're not sleeping with. Secondly, they don't want to be forced to give someone money after they're done dealing with them. They don't care about the kids at all. It's just like the kids are just like collateral damage. I got a divorce. My divorce has been final since February of this year. And even though I have a child support order, I had to go to the Department of Revenue to file a case against him because he refuses to pay the minuscule $698 for not one child, but 2 children. Okay? My bills are in excess with the kids involved over $2,000. Without my regular bills, just taking care of the kids is $2,000 a month. Just taking care of them. He won't adhere to the visitation schedule. You know what I'm saying? And his mama told him, oh, if she don't let you see the kids, don't give her any money. And it's just like, you can see your kids, but in mediation, you only wanted them for 3.5 hours every other weekend, and not the whole weekend, just on Saturday. So we can't, my kids are emotionally scarred. I'm not going to allow you to come into their life and visit them for 3.5 hours, and then you don't speak to them, call them, or be consistent for the next 3.5 months. It's not going to happen. If you're not going to be consistent, then go away. You know what I'm saying? But if he called and was just like, I'm ready to, you know, I would totally, you know, be okay with that. But he hasn't done anything. You know, I work 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday at Amazon warehouse. Okay. Overnight. It's 9:30 a.m. in Miami. And I ain't been to sleep yet. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't just a child support. It's the time. It's the child rearing that I'm doing. It takes $60 to fill up my gas tank. If I fill up my tank today, my gas tank, look at my gas tank. I don't know if y'all can see. I drive a minivan, a Dodge Caravan. I don't know if y'all can see that. But if I fill up my tank today, I won't have no money. I got to donate plasma for $50 a pop, just to make ends meet, because it's not just rent and utilities, it's all the other expenses, you know? And because I have a child support order, I don't get food stamps and stuff like that. When you have they just, oh, you get food, you have an order, so you don't get the services that you need because you have an order in place. No payment has been made. And I've given this man every single opportunity. I talked to him 2 weeks ago. He told me he wasn't paying child support because he got rent to pay. Yet I'm supposed to be happy-go-lucky and be pleasant every time you call. No, I hate you. I'm not bitter. I'm tired. And I'm going to hate your ass forever. When they turn 18, I'm going to still hate you. You are a bum. We didn't celebrate Father's Day this year.
So, to any man who refuses to pay child support, I want to make something very clear. If the mother of your kid is struggling, your kid is struggling. That's just a fact. You may think you're hurting only her, but you're actually hurting your kids. Why is it so easy for you to drop money on tattoos, booze, another woman and her kids, but not your own?
Being a baby daddy is not an accident to so many men out there, although some men might say they mistakenly impregnated the woman. Aside that, some men are very intentional about being a baby daddy. It's something they really wanted to be, and they intentionally made it happen. Many men out there are avoiding getting married. They don't want the commitment, they don't want the responsibility that comes with it, they don't want the accountability, and they are struggling with fidelity. So it's easier for them to hop around from one woman to another. Being a baby daddy gives them that room. Remember, some men are all about conquest. They are focused on conquering as many women as possible. So being a baby daddy creates room for such flexibility. It makes it easier for them to have as many women as possible. They can impregnate 5-10 women, and they can be moving around those women. When they're tired of woman 1, they move to woman 2. That's why sometimes you see baby daddies coming back to their ex, not because they care, they don't care, but because they have your name on a book, maybe a mental note or a physical note, and that moment he came to you is your time. That's the way it works for some of them. Some of them don't believe in breakup. Even if you physically break up with them and they act like they've moved on, in their head you still belong to them, and they will come back to you whenever they are ready. They believe that having children with them keeps you tied to them forever. It's like a permanent bond. That child or those children will continuously create access for them to your life. So to them, by having so many baby mamas, they have multiple reach. In their eyes, multiple baby mamas means multiple point of access, multiple claim, and a broader display of virility.
And y'all wonder why we got all these baby daddies and baby mamas. You wonder, go to that video. Now, he might have been joking, probably not, but go to the comment section and just look. And it's men and women in there. Just raw dogs eating, shooting the club up, sit around this bitch. Y'all don't protect yourselves from nothing. And we just spent an entire week fussing and crying about being baby daddies. That's wild. That's why. And then women will get on here and cry and fuss and he lied and you never know someone and he changed. And y'all, go look at the comments, bro. And they are, y'all out here just And it just makes sense, right? Like when I told those guys in my live that my biggest fear was being a baby daddy, so I made sure to protect my seed and I wrapped it up before I settled down because I didn't get into serious relationships like that. I just didn't. And they looked at me like I just spoke a voodoo spell. Like, you lying, bro. You mean to tell me? I didn't just out here just raw dog and shooting the club up with females like that. I just didn't. Because as I have consistently told the interwebs, my biggest fear wasn't catching nothing. It was catching a baby. It just was. So again, that's why I don't be trying to hear y'all excuses when y'all crying about child support and you can't see your kids and she manipulating and lying. I don't, cause that's what y'all do. Oh well. Bunch of raw dog daddies running around this bitch.
I'm a baby daddy. If I say I'm over my baby mama, I'm lying.
I'm a baby daddy. If I tell you I'm not worried about my baby mama, I'm worried about everything she doing. I'm a baby daddy. I'm gonna tell you my baby mama is bitter and crazy, but really, I'm just in love with her. I'm a baby daddy. Every time I go to pick my kid up, I'm gonna flirt with my baby mama. I'm a baby daddy. I'm gonna tell you I'm going to my baby mama house to pick up my kids, but I'm doing more than just picking up my kids. I'm a baby daddy. I can't let you disrespect my baby mama. I'm a baby daddy. Of course I want my family back. I'm a baby daddy. Of course my $20 a month in child support take care of my kids and provides them clothes and food. I'm a baby daddy. If I see my baby mama got plans to go out and have fun, I'm not picking up my kid. I'm a baby daddy. I'm gonna tell you my baby mama keeping my kids from me, but really, I'm just a deadbeat. I'm a baby daddy. It's tax season. I gotta get my family back.
If I had to choose between being a husband or being a baby daddy, I'm gonna pick baby daddy every time. I know how that sound. That sound crazy, but I'm being real. The things that husbands gotta go through, I don't want that shit. Hell no, I want to be the baby daddy. As a baby daddy, if your baby mama cool, you chilling. I'm dead serious. All you gotta do is drop some money off, take care of the baby. That's it. Everything else, you ain't got nothing to do with that. Husbands, nah, they got responsibilities. They gotta pay for the house. They gotta pay for the car. They gotta pay for their kids. If they a stepdad, they gotta pay for your kids. They gotta make sure that wifey is cool. She got the latest hair, the nails. She got the latest car. Bro, husbands got a lot of responsibilities. Husbands don't be getting no sex from their wife sometimes. They be going months without getting the box from their wife. Hell no. Bro, the baby daddy still get the smash. The baby mama, he still get the crack. Don't let them lie to you and make it seem like the baby daddy ain't still smashing. That dude is still smashing. And women be venting to their baby daddy about guys they be dating and shit. Yeah, you know I'm married now. You know, I can't stand my husband, but I miss you though. Baby daddy be chilling. Oh, word? Yeah, you can't stand that dude? I bet I'm finna slide when he go to work. Okay.
So this is going to be a controversial take, but does being a baby daddy lower your value? And as someone who is a baby daddy, yes, the f it does. Unequivocally, yes. All right. There is no way around it. It does lower your value. Now we're going to talk about a couple things where does it lower your value as much as being a single mom lowers your value? It depends. But ultimately being a single dad does lower your value because it shows that you have failed at creating a family and staying in that familial structure, right? And women do look at that and they're like, okay, well, he's a baby daddy, so he already bailed on a family and all this other stuff, so why would I choose him? And there are guys out there who are not baby daddies who fit the criteria for what women want. You know, the 6 6s, 6-figure job, 6-figure house, 6-figure car, 6 inches in the pants at least, 6-pack abs, 6 feet tall, that type of thing. Let's talk about it. So now that we know women are very interested in these 6 6s, How many of those men make that 6-figure salary, not including the other sixes? Roughly low 20s, like 20 to 25% of men in America make $100K a year. If you look at TikTok and these girls are saying how much their partner should make, it's usually always 6 figures or above, 100K or above. All right. So with roughly 20 to 25% of American men making that, the pickings are very slim based on the other criteria such as height, their race, religious backgrounds, ethnicity, stuff like that. So women will be more willing to accept a baby daddy, someone who is a baby daddy, just based on the fact that men that fit their criteria are in short supply. So of the men that make 100K, how many of them are single with no children and fit their other criteria? Not very many. So they have to kind of acquiesce. Now, that does not mean they're going to lower their standards and accept any Pookie and Ray Ray that comes along. You still have to be exceptional if you want to kind of fit into that space, right? So, you want to make sure that you make enough money and that you're better in all the other ways. You're physically fit, you live a pretty clean lifestyle, you're not out there, doing a bunch of drugs on the weekends, partying, all that crazy that would actually lower your value even more, because your value is already lowered. Now, granted, I was having kids when I was broke, right? I was a baby daddy when I was broke, and I have been a baby daddy being rich. Trust me, when you can Thanos snap and change somebody's life like that, you have infinitely more value than someone who is without children but making $15 an hour. So money and status does make up for that, but in order to achieve that, you have to work harder than the person who does not have children. So keep that in mind as well. All right, young man, you commented on TikTok and responded saying that being a baby dad doesn't lower your value because you're actually the one that's giving the baby. As a multiple time baby dad, all right, like I can tell you 100%, being a fucking baby dad does lower your value in various ways, okay? Like, don't believe that fucking hype talking about, oh yeah, being a baby dad, doesn't lower your value. Yes, it does. It lowers it the same way that, being a single mom does in the dating market, all right? Like, value is determined by the marketplace, not what you place on yourself, all right? So let's just break that shit down, because I'd say 2 times out of 10, it has been a problem with girls that I was trying to date or whatever. They're like, you got baby moms. I'm not feeling that shit. I can't pursue that. Right now, how do you compensate for this as someone who is a baby dad? Now, this is not looked at the same as being a single mom, okay? And this is one of those hypocritical situations that we just can't do anything about, all right? So as a single mom, we know that most men look at that as like a death sentence when it comes to the dating market. Where it comes with men, we're looked at as saints, because this is something that typically doesn't happen, right? Because number one, the family court system is rigged against, men. And if you don't believe me, I have custody and I still pay child support. Like, no bullshit, all right? It's rigged against men. But anyway, women typically will view, or society as a whole will view, single fathers or single baby daddies as men that are stepping up to the plate, taking care of their children. That's what the fuck we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of our kids. Like, why are we being praised for doing something that we're supposed to do? Do we want a fucking cookie or something? Like, get the fuck out of here. But it does go to show how society treats men versus women in certain, scenarios and situations. Now, in order for you to compensate for this, your ass has to increase your value, because having kids, being a baby daddy or being a baby mom, you got to increase that value. Now, baby moms, single mothers, we're going to leave you out. But dudes, you got to increase that shit. You got to make more money. You got to get in shape. You got to fix your fucking teeth. You got to get haircuts. You got to do all these things, man. You got to be a catch. Not a catch. You got to be the catch. Don't let these women tell you that they're the prize. All right, your ass has to be the prize, because if not, being a Pookie and a Ray Ray is not gonna help your situation. You can't go to a chick and like, yeah, man, I got 5 kids and 5 baby moms, and I'm living at home with my mama, and I'm driving my baby mom's car to go fuck my other baby moms. That shit just ain't gonna fucking fly. Now, before I became more successful, it was definitely difficult. Chicks be like, oh, well, you ain't really popping, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really got it like that. And you a baby dad? That's kind of iffy. The girls that I was able to get to date, they weren't top tier, right? They weren't the highest of high quality. Okay. Now, when you become more successful, you grow into your body, you get in shape, you do all these things, you get more confidence, you develop skills, you know, you can display yourself, you can peacock, so to speak. Now you get better options. Still, you're going to run into the issue where you are a baby dad. All right. And that does lower your value no matter how you want to spin it. That's just all that shit is, my guy. You know, so again, you have to increase your value in some form or fashion somehow. All right. And the ways that I said are probably the ways that you're going to have to go about it, because nobody wants a baby dad that is sitting on their fucking couch being a fucking bum.
This baby daddy behavior is rooted in insecurity and ego. Many of these men use women's beauty, status, resources as a validation of their worth. When a woman elevates them socially, they borrow her glow as a proof of their desirability. At the back of their mind, if she can accept me, means I can go out there and get as many women as possible. They even become more attractive to other women. So instead of then honoring what that woman has done for them as a gift, they see it as an opportunity for them to pursue new conquest. They pursue new conquest to inflate their fragile self-esteem. So to these men, what looks like fatherhood isn't fatherhood to them, because they're not interested in those children. What they are doing is mainly only conquest, masquerading as legacy. They are more focused on sleeping with as many women as possible. They really don't care if they end up having a child in the process. They don't want to be fathers. Some of them might start off as being nice, and this is why some women fall prey. Oh, he's a good man. At the end of the day, you realize the kind of person he is. He can't stay with one woman. He can't be a father. He can't be committed. His eyes is fixated on sleeping with as many women as possible. This does not apply to all baby daddies out there. Some men became baby daddies because their relationship did not work out for reasons best known to them. Some of them forever remain just a one baby mama, baby daddy. I'm not talking about men like that. I'm talking about those men that have multiple baby mamas. A man with multiple baby mama is dealing with low self-esteem and insecurity issues.
The only thing that I like about my baby mama is I'm her only baby daddy, and that's how it's gonna stay. Because I don't see how these dudes be dealing with a woman that got 3 kids, 4 baby daddies, and then you the 5th baby daddy, and like you cool with that. And then they all got, well, mine's gonna be taken care of. I'm sure. At this point, this is a team sport. And people are always like, Mark, look at the woman. Like, why you always talking about the men? You just know. The men are stupid. The men that do that are stupid. The woman know what she doing. She did it 3 times. He seen it and did it. That make him stupider than her. If I'm about to go deal with a woman that got more than 2 baby daddies, I'm strapping up 7 times. I might wear a diaper over it. I'm gonna get an M&M bag and a rubber band and tie that around the diaper. Then she gonna be like, where you think you about to put that? And you, cause obviously you fertile as shit. I'm not trying to be your...
Dating somebody's baby daddy and believing anything they say about their baby mama in 2025 is insane. I just came across this crazy story time of this girlfriend reaching out to her man's baby mama and telling her he wants to be in his child's life more often and it really hurts him, but he can't because of all of these restrictions you set. So the baby mama responds back confused like, what restrictions? He's keeping himself from his own child. She's like, well, you picked him to be your baby daddy. So the baby mama is still confused like, why do you keep saying that? Yo, this girlfriend said with confidence and was dead serious too. Well, weren't you dating a girl and you and her were failing at IVF treatments, so you guys reached out to him to have him help you make a baby? Girl, the baby mama responded back like, what? We were together for 2 years. Do you want me to send you our videos? The girlfriend was still in such disbelief, y'all. She wanted to see their videos. So the baby mama sent them. I don't know why y'all are still believing baby daddies in 2025. I don't know why you guys are still allowing these dudes to pillow talk to you about their baby mamas in 2025. I ain't gonna lie though, I thought I heard it all, but that baby daddy actually came up with something clever. I'm just blew that she actually believed it. Stop believing anything a baby daddy say about his baby mama in 2025 and go ask the bitch yourself.
9 times out of 10, she gonna send you the proof of everything she's talking about. Now, I'm not saying bitter baby mamas do not exist. I'm saying go ask her why she's bitter.
This is why I say the things that I say. And again, I'm never trying to talk down on the women who already have kids, but I want to give women more information so they can prevent these situations from happening. Outside of loving your children, a lot of y'all would not want to deal with your baby daddy, the man that you had a child with, for the rest of your life. Now, the only reason I'm going to use this young lady as an example is because she's famous and everybody knows what's going on. I do not kick black women when they're down. I didn't even want to use her as an example, but I feel like this can be a teachable moment for everybody watching. If Keke Palmer would have not had a child with this man, even though I'm sure she loves her son, she would not have to deal with him ever again. She could have had that situation happen to her, which is so unfortunate. I don't wish that on anybody. She could heal from that and move on. But now, no matter what, for the rest of her life, she has to deal with this man in some form of fashion. Now, she can get a restraining order, which those are normally temporary. She can file all of the, full-time custody and all of that stuff. He can fight it. There's ways around stuff like that. But no matter what, that baby eventually is going to graduate from high school, college, possibly go off and want a relationship with his father, regardless of what happened to his mother present day, 9 times out of 10. So what I'm saying is I want young women to prevent them from being tied down to a man for the rest of her life who did not value her enough to say, you know what, I'm going to wait until I'm ready to marry you. I want to be married or anything. And when I say value, a lot of people get triggered because they think that I think that wives are more valuable than baby mothers and girlfriends. That's not how I feel. That's how a lot of men see it. And if he is not ready to be mature enough mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or financially, he should not be having children. If he can't say, I want to marry this woman, protect her, honor her, be true to her, stand with her under God, he should not be having children with her. So I'm trying to encourage young women to stop giving these men kids because it harms you and that child most of the time. Are there some good fathers? Yes, but let's keep it a buck. If I took a poll, put it in the comments. Do you even like your father's child? Do y'all get along? If you could go back in the past, put your child aside, would you have a child with that same man? I'm not coming down on your decisions. I tell y'all all the time, I am not perfect. By the grace of God, I did not have to be tied to a man for the rest of my life. But if I would have been tied to a joker that I dated at 21 years old, it would irritate the mess out of me because I no longer know if this man is breathing, and I'm okay with that. I was able to move forward, live my life, everything, and now I'm married and I don't have nobody else interfering with anything I have going on. When you become a grandmother, that's your child's granddaddy. They're never going anywhere until they die. So that is my point when I try to encourage young women to hold out, wait until somebody wants to marry you, and then give that man a child, because at least you have an opportunity to try to create a solid family. A lot of these men who are not ready to get married, but they're ready to have children, do not step up to the plate, do not handle their responsibilities, and they're not solid for the women that they procreate with. They end up getting more women pregnant and being a statistic. And at the end of the day, you'll always be okay, but that child suffers. Kids need a 2-parent household. Statistically, they do better. Are you doing a great job? Absolutely. I think mothers 9 times out of 10 hold it down and their children are great. I know fabulous single mothers. So I'm not coming down on that, but we got to stop rooting for the action that is hurting our community as a whole. Stop giving these men babies, please.
They love the drama. They love the dynamic. They love you chasing them down in order to try to force them to see their kids. They love to see you fighting for a family. They love the drama. You have to know this, and they're using these kids as a way to keep y'all in check for the remainder of your life, because you are now their baby mother. So now they can call you and run your blood pressure up whenever they've had a bad day. These are things that you have to know if you plan on having kids. I want all of you who are thinking about having kids, please know your baby daddy is not your family. Your baby is your family, but your baby daddy is not. Stop letting them trap you into this dynamic that causes you to be stressed out, anxious, worried, and begging a grown man to love you and love the child he helped to create. They love the drama. Don't go for it.
Okay, let's talk about how people are reacting to all these videos in the comment section. Before I move on to the next segment of this video, which is going to focus heavily on the comment section, this is what I think about the lady that said, make sure you get married before having kids. That is a good advice, but there is no guarantee in marriage. Saying that you're going to make sure you're married before having a child sounds good, and it seems like that's the best thing to do, but I tell you, a lot of women that got married ended up being baby mamas, not because they wanted to be baby mamas in the first place, but because they were unfortunate at the end of the day. You would often hear some women say, he was a good man, he changed, he switched up on me after marriage. So there is really no guarantee in marriage. The best thing I think any woman should do is making sure you have a child or the number of children that you can single-handedly take care of, because if a baby mama can handle the bills of herself and her children or her child, she will forever make sure that that man has limited access to her own baby's life or even to her own life. The man can have access to his baby's life but not to her own life, because you going out there having drama with this man because of child support is you opening the window for that man to have access to you. But if you have your own money, if you're doing well financially, you would not create room for that. So always have a child or the number of children you can single-handedly take care of. Do not have a child because a man wants you to have a child. No. Do not have a child because you think this man is financially buoyant so he can cater for 2-3 children. Nope. You should have a child based on your financial capacity, you yourself as a woman. Because if you end up having a lot of children and tomorrow that man decides to walk away, he's going to abandon those children with you. What then are you going to do? Because this is a pattern. This is what happens almost all the time. If a man decides to be a deadbeat, you are stuck with those children and no one is coming to rescue you. So to be on the safer side, have the number of children you can single-handedly take care of yourself. Let's move on to the comment section. So if the woman leaves the man, she can leave the kids with him, right? This is a woman asking because we know men leave women and abandon the children with her. Nah, if we break up, I'm still the best father I can be. This is coming from a man, because this man cannot understand why men abandon their children and stop catering for them. You have to raise your seeds. If he was speaking of her children, I would agree. The seeds he creates are his responsibility no matter what. This person is making reference to the video where the man said you should understand that the moment a man has a problem with the baby mama, that gives room for him to stop catering for his children. My ex remarried and I said she's still my family. She chose to limit further contact. If I see you as a family, we are family for life. No, you don't force people to be part of your family. You might be seeing someone as a family. You should not automatically assume the person sees you as a family. What makes a family is if both parties, the people involved, are seeing each other as family. Like the other lady said, your baby daddy is not your family. Your child is your family. And that's the truth. So to some men out there, the moment you have a child for them, they are forcing you to be part of their family. That's why some of them think they can easily have access to you whenever and wherever they feel like. Sorry, but my kids are my kids and I take care of them no matter what. Don't need to be with their mother to love on my kids. This guy is an idiot. This is a man not agreeing with what the guy said. Oh, once you break up with your baby mama, also break up with your children. It doesn't make sense. This is 100% incorrect. Any real man will always stay in their child's life in some shape or form. I have 8 kids and I'm present in everyone's life. Is he talking straight clownery? Wait, you have 8 kids? Is it with one woman or 8 baby mamas? I would love to know more about that. Now, you need to take care of your biological kids regardless of the situation and show the same amount of love. I think these men are thinking straight, but a lot of men out there, especially those on TikTok, they don't think straight. Left when my daughter was 6 months. When he realized I had no intentions of getting back with him is when he started his BS and been going through this 17 years. But so glad my daughter pays attention for herself and sees what kind of dad he is. You're half right. If the mother is an active emotional abuser and an obstacle in the way of their life and purpose, it's better for him and his kid to remove himself. They will see their kid when they grown and grasp what mom was doing if you as a mother was bad. This is what a lot of African men say: when my child grows up, he's going to come look for me. It doesn't work again. Gen Zs are smart. Once you abandon them and you become absent in their life, continue being absent, because this current generation of children, they are not getting it. You were not there for them. You were not there for them. You cannot abandon them as children and then expect them to come look for you because you're what? The president? Nope. I don't like my baby mama most times, but that don't change my actions towards my son. I still buy her groceries every month and get my kid every day, do everything I need to. Don't put that on all men. You need to stop getting with men that ain't shit. Maybe they'll change. He was sounding like he was different. If you were all that good, why are you having problems with your baby mama? I don't know. The baby mama might be the problem, but the fact that you're not with your baby mama means that anyone can experience this. So talking about, oh, don't get with some certain type of men, which I get it, but what I'm trying to say here is this: men are very much unpredictable. Some might start off good and then they turn out to be bad. That's what I'm trying to say. You might think you chose good. At the end of the day, the person you chose is a bum. My dad hates my mother and all women. My dad hates my mother and all women, really. He got custody of me and treated me like an extension of her. Abused me mentally, emotionally, and physically. I'm supposed to be grateful. My ex-husband was a good dad when we were together. He left the marriage and became a horrible dad when I didn't take him back. This is why mine going on child support. Mine take care of his first daughter and started playing stepdaddy to somebody twins when he realized I wasn't about to play with him. Me and my daughter are good.
Y'all ain't gonna like this one, but I don't care. You fail as a man if you harm the emotional stability of your children's mother, knowing that she's their primary source of support and strength. In most households, the mother is usually the primary parent. It doesn't matter if y'all two are still together or if y'all split. The mom usually takes on most of the parenting load. If everything is 50-50 for you, that's cool. This does not apply to you. These men will purposely provoke you, try to start petty little arguments, make things harder for you on your end just to hurt you. And when they hurt you, they're also hurting the children as well, and they know that. Men are very spiteful and controlling. If they can't control you how they want to, they will do everything in their power to make you suffer. How far a baby daddy will go just to hurt you is truly disturbing. And that goes to show that they do not care about their children for real. It's all about controlling the mom. But when you put the mom in a bad mood, you make her depressed, you make her feel less than, the kids can see that. And besides, when a mom is not happy with herself, if she's drowning in depression, she cannot be the mom that she wants to be to her full potential because of that guy. Y'all cannot tell me these men don't be knowing what they be doing, because they do. Me personally, when I used to co-parent, I'm just happy that I was able to tune out the bullshit. But some women, they're not able to, unfortunately. So like I said, if you constantly keep disturbing the mother of your child's peace to hurt her, you failed as a man and you do not care about your kids.
Yes, we have 5 kids. When I checked out, he refused to help with his kids. Hasn't seen them in 6 years. In fact, he said, if you don't want me, I don't want them. My ex still financially supports his biological kids but neglects them emotionally and everywhere else. He goes everywhere with the stepkids and never even asks our kids if they want to go somewhere. I'm confused with mine because when I was pregnant, he didn't buy anything for the baby at all. He doesn't want to pay child support, but I got pregnant by another man and now I'm fine, baby. My ex did that, ignored his child but raised a child that wasn't his. They are the same age. Don't get it twisted. My ex is one of those. My children were little when we split, but as they got older, they see who is there for them. Actions speak loud, but my kids know mama always has their back. Mine has a new girlfriend who has 6 kids, 3 baby daddies, and a grandbaby, and he swears she is more woman than me, yet no help from him with my kids. A joke. This is what they don't understand. It's very calculated behavior when they won't help you. or won't financially support your kids. It's more about hurting the mom than anything else. My baby daddy is my biggest up. He really wanted me to struggle. Now I got 2 cars, 2 degrees, and a bomb remote job, educated, natural, and black. My ex-husband told me no one would want me because we have 2 kids. Then he married someone with 5 kids and became her 5th baby daddy and gave her 2 more kids. Interesting. My baby daddy decided to get another girl pregnant who comes with 2 kids from different guys. He wanted to be baby daddy number 3 so bad. I have 3 kids, all same father. It wasn't a good relationship. I'll leave it at that. 5 years of BS. I don't really date, but I'm still on birth control as a just in case. I really don't want any more kids. A man told me some men see how good of a woman and mother you are and they don't care how many kids you've got, they want their own by you. Interesting. So that means they're out there looking for women that they will plant their seed in and women that have that capacity to raise their children for them. They just want to keep their lineage going. So to some men, the moment they see that you have children, they automatically find you attractive because you're already proven that you can cater for children and their own children. So they just come to you, okay, let me just plant my seed here and she's going to take care of the child for me. Interesting. I'm the 5th baby mama, shaking my head, but his 4th child is in 11th grade and my daughter is in the 1st grade. Am I in the clear? In the clear of what? I don't understand. Why did you decide to be the 5th baby mama? Sometimes I ask this question. Some women are very much aware of the situation, but they still want to be part of it. I don't understand it. And then they'll come online and cry about it at the end of the day. I don't get it. I would never date a baby daddy because it shows how irresponsible he is, and I will never get to be number 1 because he already has another family. That's the point. I don't get it how women see walking red flag and they jump into it. You know this man already has baby mamas, but you still decide to be part of it. I don't get it. If he's rich and will pay for a full-time nanny to look after his kids, then I'll date him. Otherwise, I'm not dealing with his kids or baby mama. Some women are willing to get into that mix if that man is rich. Money cannot stop the drama that comes with the whole baby mama, baby daddy thing. Money cannot stop it. I will never choose a baby daddy ever in my life. Why should I choose someone with a baggage when I have none?
And I'm going to tell y'all something the fuck else. If you get with a man and that man is playing them baby mama, baby daddy games, he's disrespectful to his baby mama, he's calling out her name when she calls, he's throwing you in her face and just insulting her, I'm telling you right fucking now, that shit is not a flex. That is not a flex. That is not a flex. Okay? Because what you have to understand of that is a breeding ground for triangulation. Yeah, I made a video about triangulation. It's on my page. If y'all want me to expound upon that, let me know. But that is a breeding ground for triangulation, because just as fast as he is telling you about all the things that his baby mama can't get right, insulting her, calling out her name, saying she can't really cook macaroni like that, I guarantee you there's going to come a time where he's going to be saying all of that horrible ass shit about you. And probably to the woman that he's cheating on you with, and probably to the baby mama as well. And that is going to create an environment where the baby mama's never going to respect you because she knows shit about you that she shouldn't know. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. You in the back. You want to know? Let me tell you how I know. Because that whole ass nigga that I was dating, that I ended up having a baby with, was talking about me to his baby mama and to every woman that he laid down with. Whole city was laughing at me. Now, granted, I wasn't entertaining the whole baby mama, baby daddy games, but y'all gotta understand I was very, very young. But even with me being so very young, I knew, so very young, I'm saying a lot of shit, I knew that shit wasn't right. And I used to tell him, bro, like, relax, you don't have to do that, like, stop saying that stuff about her. No. But he created a dynamic to where it got to a place to where I couldn't stand her. And it wasn't just because of what he was doing. She also was doing things as well and picking at me and, you know, name calling, which we've gotten past that. So don't think this is about me, like, you know, trying to rehash that or whatever. But there was a lot of things that were done. So do not think that shit is a flex. Like, it's important to understand that if a woman is going to sacrifice her body to bring a child into a world for a fucking man that could barely piss on his own, like, he should have the utmost respect for that woman. Especially now more than ever, where they're literally letting women like unalive themselves in parking lots because they refuse to give them basic adequate health care when they need it. And if he's willing to disrespect you after you done laid your life on the line, baby, that nigga ain't shit. Okay? Because at least a man with some wherewithal is gonna appreciate the fact that this woman gave life to my children. To my children. Okay? I've said this before. They don't make daddies the way they used to. And this is coming from somebody who didn't have the best daddy. But I tell you what, at 60-something years old, 70-something years old, he ain't 70 yet, Lord Jesus. But in his 60s, that man is fighting tooth and nail to have his children in his life because he know he fucked up. Okay? You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that. Okay? So if that man is disrespecting the mother of his children in front of you, baby, I don't want to see a smile crack. I don't want, like Boosie said, I don't want to horn a honk. I don't want to see a smile to crack. You bet not smile and laugh at that shit. You better be secretly planning your exit to get away from that nigga. I'm telling you, because mad day gonna come and you gonna be on the receiving end of that shit. All right? It's not a flex.
As a single mother with kids, I would rather have a man with kids. I can see his character in the way he treats his kids and his children's mother. You see? People think differently. People reason differently in life. This particular woman would rather go for a man that has kids already. If the man treats his baby mama as good, that is a good tick for her. She finds men like that more attractive. She'd rather go with such a man than gambling with a single man that she doesn't know if the man is going to abandon her. So it's all about perception, how people see things, how people reason, the math that is matching for them. I don't date guys with kids because I don't want to be baby mama too. If he left his first child's mom already, why would I want to be the next? Not everyone thinks that way. And not just that, people are so quick to treat the chance of pregnancy so nonchalantly that they forget that it's not the only reason people wear protection. There is disease and infections that people will have that have no symptoms. People have no idea. That's true. We're talking about the baby mama culture, the baby daddy culture, but people are forgetting to put into consideration that you having a lot of baby mamas or a lot of baby daddies is obviously you exposing yourself to sexually transmitted diseases or infections, because if that man can get you pregnant, it means he can infect you. I can confirm this is going on. My homie in the streets, I had to pull him aside. Did you use condom? The answer was usually no. It's fairly easy to raw dog. The STD rate confirmed it. Having a 100% raw dog success rate, 10 plus women in a year, is disgusting. Some men don't believe in using condom. They don't believe in protection. They just want to dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out, forgetting that you can get disease from that. They don't care. If they don't care about themselves, what makes you think they will care about you? Your sexual health is your personal responsibility. Don't assume that the man that claims to love you will care about that. Some men don't care about it. When I brought up the subject, we need to talk about the promiscuity that exists within our culture. Did I hit the nerves of black men and women? And the protection and the projection was real. Those would be the same men telling women to choose better men. Those baby daddies, right? There is a problem on both sides, and I hate it for the black community. No one values relationships and marriage anymore. This one replying to someone saying is a thought that counts. Is a thought that counts over and over. What are they going to think about that thought when baby arrives or dog treating for STD? Keep that energy then. My ex said that hurting the kids financially is the only way he could hurt me, and that was his goal, to hurt his kids because it would hurt me.
Men are willing to create single mothers, but they are not willing to date them. That's a very strange thing. I was talking to my friends about that. A lot of things that us men do, we're willing to do things that we don't want them done to us. What do you mean that when you are okay with having a kid with someone, leaving them, but you do not want to date someone with a kid? There could be a lot of justifications around it. You can justify that, no, when you might have to take care of the kid or whatever. But then do you understand that the very same mother of your kids, now you have created the very same problem? If you have an issue with single mothers, dating. Do not create single mothers, because now you have created a single mother for your friend. Now your friend has less women to date now because there's a single mother out there that you have created. And this goes across the board. Men are willing to do a lot of things that they don't want done unto them. Men cheat all the time. Men are willing to be side niggas to women, but they don't want their women to have side niggas. Men are willing to date married women and have sex with them, but do not want their women to date. Do you understand that you are creating the very same problems you have issues with? The very same problems you are suffering from are the very same problems you are creating. It's just that you don't. I have no idea if we are not able to see it from both ends. We are perpetuating the culture that we don't like. If you do not want someone to sleep with your girlfriend, don't sleep with someone's girlfriend, because you are normalizing it, and that someone else will see it as normal, and they will want to sleep with your girlfriend. Do you understand how things work? Action, reaction, causality. I don't even think anyone understands this, but that's exactly how it goes throughout the board. Throughout the board, it happens all the time. Men will tell other women to submit, to respect them, to not work. But when they have daughters, they will tell their daughters the opposite: to not take shit from a man, to work for themselves, to never get married, to the very same problems society has is the very same problems caused by you as a man. The very same problems you have a problem with. It is an issue of societal problem. We create the problems and then we complain about the problems. I am saying, if you have an issue with the problems, don't create the problems. Don't even participate within the sphere. You cannot be creating single mothers and have an issue with dating single mothers. You cannot be sleeping with people's girlfriends and have an issue with women sleeping with other. You are the other man. You are the very same man that is sleeping with someone's girlfriend. You're like, they must kill them. You yourself should be banned here. Do you understand? I don't think they understand. I don't think you understand how much of a hypocrite and how much you are unable to understand the consequences of your own actions here. I don't even understand that. But anyways, I'll just leave it here because I feel like it's a complex matter that I don't think, maybe I need a diagram, maybe I need to have a screen here to print out and just slowly show them exactly what I mean and how I understand it, and why they should understand that they are creating the very same problems they are complaining about. And that is the main problem.
My ex told me he is only required to be financially responsible for them when they are there every other weekend. So while I'm paying his debt, daycare, extracurriculars, field trips, etc., but he won't pay me $300 a month. My ex don't care. He wanted a kid until I got pregnant. Then all of a sudden, he didn't want any and refuses to acknowledge her as his. My ex gives child support, but all the extras are split in half. Although he knows that I don't have a stable paycheck, the child support isn't it. My ex refuses to pay the tune of $57,000 in arrears because he wants me to fail so he can get my son. It's not about his son. Why can't you garnish his wages so it's automatically deducted and sent to you? Now you don't have to have arguments, hopefully. I pray people look into this. If every organization would allow this, then go ahead and do it, because this solves the problem. So sad. If you don't want to pay child support, don't have a child. Your failure to know how to be in a relationship have absolutely nothing to do with your child's life. Accountability is yours and your ex. My ex paid $10 a month for 2 kids. When calling child support enforcement, they said there is nothing they can do. He's paying. State of Missouri. This is crazy, man. Now, I stopped allowing him and his mommy dearest access to our kids after years of their BS. She knows he's wrong. She's a POS herself. Kids aren't raised on air. They need income. I literally have to remind myself God is in control. They don't pay it out of bitterness. And like you said, you're not sleeping with them. They get bitter. That's the truth. Mine told me I would never receive any cash from him, just to tell me what the baby needs. Never received that either. The issue is definitely the money, but they never intend on helping financially. Think the helping financially is an option. Yes, my ex wants to control my life now that I have a new boyfriend, and my son and I are better without my ex in our lives. I let my daughter stay with her dad for a few months and gave her the card with the CS on there just for her to come back with only what I sent. This is what a lot of people had to say in the comment section. I had much more comments to share, but I just decided not to make it longer than this. The comment section always has more information because not everyone has the boldness to make a video and tell their story. So I will be looking at the comment section after looking at the videos and giving my commentaries as well. Please let me know what you think about the baby mama culture, the baby daddy culture. Not every woman out there intentionally wanted to be a baby mama from the get-go. Some women are more than happy being that. Some women, it's a business venture for them. Having a baby for so many men means that they're going to get paychecks from those men. So it's a business for some women. Those are not the women I am focusing on. I'm focusing on those women that never intended being a baby mama, but they were forced into it because of the men they got married to. And in some cases, it's not like they intentionally got married to a bum, but those men flipped on them, showed them their true color after they got married to those men, and the only option they had was just to leave the relationship to save their head, and that automatically made them single mothers. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Leave your comment, like this video if you're yet to do so, subscribe, and also share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for your support.